All right.
Aw.
Max got his
We're back to the
tissues.
smut
He's ready
part.
to
Is that
go,
what it is? Back to
and
the
we're
smut trap?
alive.
Oh, good.
Yay.
I hope that was on.
It was.
Hello, everybody.
Hey guys. Welcome
Yo.
to the stream. We are these sleepless nights. Welcome to episode 46 of our main campaign. We are a Twitch stream and podcast, actual play D&D, words in order. We stream on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. EST, with YouTube release on Sundays and podcast release on Tuesdays. Thanks for tuning in. We got a couple announcements for you up front this time. First to Mac with some new followers.
Yeah, welcoming to the stream, Ridefire123 and Dark Kitten 97. Thanks, guys.
Welcome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hang out.
Welcome.
Appreciate you.
Welcome to our
Good times.
party.
You're entered in the giveaways.
Yeah. And speaking of giveaways, I would like to issue a formal apology.
Oh!
Mostly to Mac.
Wow.
Mostly to Mac.
All right.
But also to everyone watching. On our last stream, we had said that we were at 119 followers and we needed one more before the giveaway went off. That's not true.
It was a lie.
Yeah. Our on-screen count was a little off, and we were all looking at that. So we're actually at 118 followers.
Except me.
Except Matt. We get it. So we have two more to go. Again, the details on that giveaway, once we hit 120, we're going to be giving away a physical book or a D&D Beyond Digital copy of any D&D book of your choice. So if you follow, you get entered into it. Once we hit 120, picking a random follower, they're going to win. Evan is also doing his mysterious giveaway, 5 small things to hand out as we go. So with those last 3 we got, I think we're doing 3 more whenever we hit 120.
Yeah.
And another big announcement that I almost forgot again, even though we just talked about it. This one's a big one. we're changing our time. We're moving times. We're still going to be Wednesday nights, so you can still come join us on Wednesday nights and watch us play. But we're going to be playing at 7:30 p.m. EST. So if you're tuning in live, take note. We're starting an hour earlier. It just ends up working out better for us. Hopefully, we'll get more gameplay in, and that kind of thing. So, looking forward to it.
We can die faster.
Yes.
If we play more.
Definitely die faster. We can lose more legs. Anyway, before we get to the loss of legs, we have a little something new, a little surprise that we're pretty excited to show off. So, without further ado, let's get ready to roll.
Hey.
Where are we?
We have an intro now.
That's cool.
That everyone
wasn't a 3,
here
2, 1,
could
and all,
totally
Gordon.
watching here. It was a 1. It was like a go. There wasn't even a 1.
Terrible.
But yeah, we have an intro.
Yes.
Yay. That's all.
It's
normally
a lot of work
we
this
would-
week, but we got it.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're hanging in there, man.
Barely. Normally we would go right into gameplay after that, but since that's the first one,
We're
I'm
excited.
still just gonna toss it to Evan. So
Who do we have to thank for that?
that was Ariana Studios on Fiverr. So appreciate you,
Here's Ariana.
Ariana.
Thank
you,
Studios.
Ariana.
They did an awesome job. I definitely recommend them to anyone that needs a YouTube intro or outro. She was willing to work with me, unlimited revisions kind of thing. We had a bunch of changes as we went through it, so it was
Of
real
course,
nice,
also
real nice,
featuring
real
our
nice.
character art from Manuel.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Love you, Manuel.
Definitely check out his stuff. He's got really good stuff.
He does.
I mean, have you not seen our character art?
Oh, and music from me.
Yes, yeah.
No one cares.
Wow. All right, I'll fuck off.
All right. But without further ado, I'm ready to roll. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Positive.
Oh,
You guys good? You good? Just shaking all that out of you? With you?
with your word
Yeah.
picture.
It's not
Take
even
us there.
nervous energy.
I'm-
It's just
I'm tired of Gordon
chaos.
shitting on me, Evan. Take us away. Just save me from him.
Well, since you're about to lose your legs,
Hey, what's the width of a 1080p monitor, Mac?
I fucking hate you.
please tell me
Nobody
the
even
answer
gets the
1080p.
Nobody even gets it, Gordon. It's so specific.
Hey, what's the width of a 1080p monitor, Mac?
Evan, start.
Gladly. We continue our adventure. Some of us did. We're going to. We may leave a few behind. Well, my train of thought is completely else. Stop. Is completely off the fucking rails right now. Someone reminded me where we picked up last week, and I will supposed to start from there.
Oh.
The group was meeting up after Mista fucked off.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Correct. So, the group met up outside of the Drunken Satyr. Essentially, near the. Why am I hearing myself? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm hearing myself. The party met outside the sewer, the manhole wherever you guys had ascended from the sewers, and reconvened at that same manhole just outside of the Dancing Satyr, which is a underground fighting ring inside of a rather populated tavern run by the Five Blades. Entering the sewers, Ren and Dornan, not Echo, managed to well, I guess not managed, but told the party of the items that they found. A few curious, a chest full of a couple of items and a book written in a language that none of you actually know the language to. Opening the chest, you found a few curious items. The first was a crown made of pure gold inset with a few different gems. One that you guys, some of you guys guessed whether or not it would be part of Syric's soul that you had kind of come here searching for. Not really confirmed or denied. You found a polished dragon claw horn. It was a horn wrapped in a beautiful cloth of white and blue. And a ring inscribed with a very familiar symbol to some of you, that of the eclipsing moon, a pure silver ring with that engraved into it. Not too sure why these items would be kept or what their purpose really are. You decided to stow them away for now and try to figure the mystery out later. It was at that point you head back to Isaiah's house, correct? In which you had examined some old maps, took a rest, and discovered that on top of the current sewer system, there are what look like outflows that kind of lead to the different parts of the Sea of the Falling Star that lead into into Erebar at 3 different points of the city. Almost like underground caverns that lead directly to the center of the palace here in Erebar. Some plans were made, some rough plans were made about your heist into the high security prison here in Erebar. What exactly you were going to do when you got there, how you were going to get in, whether or not you were going to use the sewer system to enter at all, whether or not you were going to go through the front door, or you're going to use the lava stones that you were gifted. Some deliberation and some scouting by Ren revealed a large stone building with 20 to 30 foot high walls, with a large iron gate in the center of a courtyard. The building itself was round like a coliseum, but no signs of any windows or doors on the building. A very ominous sight behind the wall. After relaying the information about what the actual prison looked like, you guys did decide to head back into the sewers and try the way that you kind of were told about. The way through the sewers led to pretty much a wall made of pure lead, in which you decided to use the lava stones, 2 of them in particular, to actually get through the main wall. And whenever you got through this thick wall of lead, it led to a circular chamber in which a door stood on the other side of the circular chamber and a ladder went upwards. Going through the door that led you there, that stood in front of you, it just led on throughout the sewer system, farther down in an eastward direction towards the sea. Some of you speculated that it might be an escape route. As you guys were kind of walking down that hallway, some of the party that were not left behind, but decided to stay behind, realized that the wall that you had melted with the lava stones that you were gifted began to reform rather suddenly and quickly. It was within a matter of minutes that the 20 to 30 foot wall that you had melted your way through reformed into solid stone, or lead at this point. Not wanting to continue down through the sewers, you decided to take an ascension up a ladder. Ren, you were the first one to head up and realize that that the ladder was blocked by just a pure, round, thick slab of stone. No entry, no trap door. Not really sure how exactly you were supposed to get in. You decided to use your last lava stone, melting the floor, and while the rest of the party quickly ascended the ladder. Once inside, the floor underneath you reformed to a solid 2 foot of stone. You now stood in a round circular chamber, kind of empty. There was one door to your left, a few odds and ends, crates and barrels. Very odd, rudimentary room for a high security prison. Exiting that room, you opened the wooden door that stood in front of you and descended a small flight of stairs into a hallway that was rather dark, cold, damp, and dreary, lit by torches that were lit by blue flame. Familiar blue glow kind of lighting this hallway that kind of curves into a quick C that you could only really see not too far in front of you, probably 20 or so feet before the hallway ended up curving to the right, kind of barring any other vision. You took a moment to try to look for any physical traps, in which you did not find any. There was one door about 15 feet to your left, up the hallway. Thinking the coast was clear, hearing the audible moans and groans of the prisoners of this prison here, you continued on. Ren and Calder pressing on first, leading the party behind them. Whenever you first passed the first set of torches, sconces lit by the blue flame, they extinguished, almost on their own. And that's when the two that had passed them almost simultaneously sunk into the floor, the stone molding around their feet and slowly growing up their ankles, calves, before the party quickly acted and busted the two of them free from the floor that seemed to be consuming them. With the help of Redrick and Isaiah and Nuke and all the strong folk that are in the party, you managed to remove them from the stone, their feet and legs still encased. It was that point, and this is where we are going to continue tonight, that you heard footfalls ahead of you up the hallway. They're not you all freeze for that brief moment when you hear that sound of the footfalls. Calder and Ren panicked by the sight that you see, your legs completely stiff. The footfalls don't seem to be running at you, but you can hear them approaching the corner. Heavy mail kind of hitting the ground. Forgotten View. What do you want to do?
Important question. Is the hallway big enough for 2 people abreast or 3?
I will give you an answer. 2.
2. Everyone back in the room or stand here and talk? Quick.
I'm saying room.
All right, Egg grab Calder and Isaiah will grab Red.
Wait, how high up our legs does it come? down.
Probably about halfway up your calf, just below your knee.
So it's below the knee. Okay,
Yep.
I'll
Clunk, 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 clunk. I need everyone to roll me stealth checks.
Okay.
I'm just gonna if I hear them clanking around, can I just like come up behind Calder or Ren and just
Ooh,
pick them up and just
Oh, yeah,
throw them?
well, yeah,
so that they're not clanking.
Who are you picking
Yeah.
up?
You don't like my
Uh,
clacking.
I'll try.
You get
and...
Ren, I'll get Calder.
Okay.
Isaiah already said he got Ren.
Oh, well then
Oh.
I'll get Calder. We can tag team him.
Okay.
Are we rolling stealth checks then, or are they? Shut up,
be
Mac.
rolling-
Are they rolling stealth checks?
So you have, if you are going to attempt to carry somebody, I'm going to need either you can roll stealth at disadvantage, or I need a stealth check and an athletics check. Up to you.
I'll do
I'll
a
do it
stealth
Disadvantage, I got it
athletics.
anyway.
Yeah, stealth and athletics for me.
Do I still roll one
No.
if I'm being carried? No.
If you're
Okay.
being carried, no.
Cool.
Just hold your breath.
Egg and I just like come up on either side and like whoop, like lift you up.
Also,
Hoist
I
you
do have
away.
a question for you, DM. There was a bit of confusion, at least in my brain, about whether I was turned to stone or just encased.
You don't know.
Well, so like
As of right now.
my thinking is, if I like wiggle my toes or like press against it, you know what I mean? Like put weight on it. You know, like you can feel like your flesh being squished or whatever, like compressing against a surface.
You can feel muscle movement in your feet.
Okay,
Like you can feel the muscles flexing, but there is like no wiggling toes. Like it is.
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I was not being petrified. All right.
I'm gonna burn a luck just in case on this one. Oh, that's much better. Okay.
Also roll for Ook if you haven't.
Nice.
Because I rolled a 1 and
Stealth
2.
never goes well for
was
you.
that?
I can already see it on your face.
It's like the only person who does worse than me.
On a consistent basis.
Yeah. You make me feel a little better, man.
Well, the funniest part is the 7-foot tall metal ape does better than I do.
That is pretty funny.
Okay. The two of you that are rolling athletics checks, please what are those first?
Mine was a 22.
Egg
Oh,
ball.
I just did stealth with. Oh, eggs is Karen.
He was helping her, correct?
You're muted.
You're
on
muted.
Discord.
You're muted, dog.
Muted on Discord.
Liam, you're muted.
Can't hear you.
Desktop is annoying. I apologize.
There it is.
I rolled a 16. Wait. This athletics or the stealth? I'm sorry.
Athletics.
It's athletics. It's 19.
So the stealth checks for Isaiah and Ook. Isaiah and Ook.
Isaiah's distracted, so he got a 2, but Ook got a 17.
2 to 17.
I got
Okay,
a 19.
Gordon.
18.
Egg ball.
16.
Okay. Isaiah, you quickly just hoist Ren up and over your shoulder, and quickly open the door. Actually, it was probably Dornan, the one in the back of the party, that opened the door, and kind of ushered everybody inside. Egg and Redrick, you walk up the side of Calder as he's trying to get to his feet and seems to be struggling. You pick him up and just kind of drag him seamlessly into the door and.
Can I try? Is there a lock on that door?
There is a lock on the door. Yes.
Okay, can I try to lock it with the key that I have?
Yes. So you insert the key that you have. And I was trying to remember what key she
There's
had.
so
I
much
was-
thought.
She said the key that I have, and I was like, wait, what key does she have? And then I remembered. Yeah, you can definitely lock the door. So you hear it click.
Just hold up my finger and listen at the door.
You hear? What happened to the torch? You hear padded footfalls.
I'm gonna lean Calder up right next to the door, and
Well, I'm gonna get him.
and
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm just gonna nod to him. As soon as he pulls his sword out, he gets it. I'll just nod and step back.
Isaiah will, I believe he's connected.
Yeah.
Tell Ren, step back just in case they come through.
I'll shuffle back a little bit, but still
can
like
hear-
I'll just shuffle behind Calder, but still trying to listen.
I'm gonna ready Bane.
Okay.
I'll
Anything
say,
else
ooh.
somebody wants to prepare real quick?
I
should
am
have-
casting detect thoughts to see if I can sense if I know if they'll be thinking about coming in through the door.
And I'll just set Ook on the opposite side of the door from Calder.
I'll just be lined up like right with the door. Like
Yep.
if anyone walks in, I'm just gonna run up and like tackle them.
Detect thoughts immediately senses two of them. Well, the first thing you hear, go check the sail. All right. You hear the other one, and you hear footfalls. And you hear. Then detect thoughts. What in the hell? Shit. Boss is not going to be happy. Replace another one of these damn torches. Let me check the room. And you hear
What?
footfalls approaching the door.
And when I hear that, I pull out my pistol and just kind of nod at everybody.
If I can, instead of attacking him, if the door opens, I want to, as quickly and quietly as possible, just like grab him and yank him in.
Yeah, and for me,
And
I guess I should
ideally,
plan
yeah,
on-
like cover
I
his
was gonna
mouth,
say,
try
go
to
up and
silence
cover
him
his
if I
mouth.
can, yeah.
They get closer and closer. Hear them up the stairs. There's a pause. You hear the handle of the door jiggle. The footfalls walk away.
Okay.
What is he thinking as he's trying the door handle?
Yeah, it lasts for a minute, so
Oh, it's locked. Nothing really in there anyway.
I just kind of look at everyone, just kind of holster my pistol and just kind of give a raise of hands, like just calm, just easy.
You wait. You hear the door opening and closing once again. Nothing in there. Well, all right. There's somebody in here. You're not gonna go far. You hear before the footfalls walk back away, or walk away back up the hall.
Okay.
Exhale.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take out like a thin thieves tool and see if I can like shimmy it between my leg and the stone just to see if there's like space and my leg is still there.
You try and you start chipping at stone. Not enough room. Seems to be tightly molded to your leg.
Have they like gone away? Like, can we hear anything of them anymore?
Perception check.
8. Great.
Seems
Gone.
quiet.
Gone. Hammer.
Wait. I mean, we can do that, but give it just 20, 30 seconds. Make sure they're not fucking with us. We should get them back though. Echo.
We might need something to have.
Yeah. How many did you do the thing?
There were 2.
We could definitely take 2. All right. This isn't your leg, right?
Pardon?
It's not your leg, right? It's just the stone on top.
Yeah, why don't you give me the hammer?
Because I'm better with it than you are?
Are you a doctor?
No, you're not either.
No, but I'll be able to stop if it hurts faster.
That's what we got egg for.
wrong. I'm for this plan.
Give me the hammer.
I have mending. to
I'm
help.
just smashing the leg.
Wait, what
I've
mending
got,
help that?
I've got a couple. No, mending would heal the stone. I've got a couple of light hammers, so I'll give one and a chisel to Calder, and then take the other and look at Ren for the question.
Let's just see what happens when a Calder goes at his foot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna gingerly at first because I'm not sure how thick it is and all that. I'm not even gonna use the chisel, I don't think, to start. I'm just gonna try the hammer and see if I can crack the stone.
How hard do you hit it?
I'm gonna like slowly work my way up from like a little
Little
Start
tap.
with a
harder
toe.
cracks.
Yeah, where
Not
are you
from
starting?
the toe. I
Where
mean,
are you
I'll
starting?
start at the calf
Okay.
because there's the most body padding in that
Mhm.
area.
So you give it a good tink, tink. You feel it. Just the pressure of the hit smacking the stone leg begins to chip away. Ting, ting, ting. You're gonna have to probably work at it a little bit if you're not trying to full on.
No, like
Take
I
the
said, I'm
blow
gonna keep working my way up until I get like a crack.
Eventually, probably about 5 minutes or so. Ting.
You
see it.
Jesus, look a little faster than that.
Well, it depends on how long you want to do it and how light. That's what I'm trying to ask. If you're gonna work your way up, it's gonna take you 5 minutes before it cracks.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna work my way up, but like faster than, like, you know what I mean, like bigger gaps between power amounts. Like I'm
Okay.
not talking like ding, ding,
Calder
ding.
isn't
I'm talking like
person.
ding, 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 kang, kang. You know, like
I'm just gonna lean into Isaiah and just like he's gonna break his fucking leg.
I'm not gonna break my
I
leg.
mean, it's
If anything,
possible.
I'll fuck up my muscle, but we got healers. Okay.
So you go on the third kink. That's when it cracks the whole way down your calf into your ankle, and you begin to see blood pour from the. No, I'm just kidding. It's at that point you crack it. You crack it, and it cracks the whole way
Boy,
down to the bottom of your
got me.
foot, and a large chunk just falls off, and you see your leg exposed, and you just give it another good kink, and just breaks.
So was that like over top of my boots and shit, right?
Yep. It
Okay.
just, but it tightly molded, almost like a vacuum seal of stone.
Weirdness.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll nod to
I'll-
Isaiah.
Clear all that and bust out my other leg.
I'll actually
It only
use
took-
the chisel to carve a line so that it breaks cleanly.
Ting, 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 ting. It breaks right in half and falls.
So
It's a
that was
relief.
bad. Sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's all. I'm just relieved.
Oh. Okay. First of all, Ook walks in front from now on. At least here.
Better idea. Detect magic.
Do you have it?
I sure do.
Yeah,
Is it
that'd be-
going to
that'd be
take
good.
longer than 10 minutes to walk down this hallway? Also,
I don't
if
know.
you detect magic and you find the floor is going to do that again, what other options do we have?
We try to
Well-
figure out how to turn it off or jump or something. I don't know, but it's better than just walking, sending Ook out to be tortured.
A, it wouldn't be torture. B, that was the start of the comment.
You see Ook
The
stand
second-
up for a moment behind Isaiah and walk towards Calder and just sit next to him. Look
I
straight
pat him
at
on
you.
the shoulder.
Right as you're trying to explain this, he's staring right at you.
The second part is, if I can finally get to it, the floor is made out of this stone. So it's. I don't know what sets it off, but we could try and make shoes out of the stone we've got here. It might not register the same.
I'm gonna step out on a limb. I don't think so. The only reason it stopped, I mean, we were encased in stone and it was still going. The only reason it stopped is you pulled us loose. So
Yes, but it depends on how it's triggered. Whether it's by stepping on it, whether it's by a person stepping on it.
This room is
right.
completely empty.
What was that?
This room is completely empty.
Um,
right?
There are a few crates and barrels up on the wall behind you, but other than that,
While they're
I don't-
talking, I'll just poke around.
okay.
Yeah.
Investigation check.
I don't expect stone is gonna trigger different than leather, or
Mm.
you know.
It's entirely possible. It's also the stone that this thing is made of. But best case option, we make some more noise, drag those fuckers in here, and find out what's going on.
Good.
It's a lot more safer than trying to fuck around with magic we don't know.
Right.
And with Echo, we can make sure they're telling the truth.
It's true. If there are only 2 of them, that might be a good option. Because they obviously weren't afraid of traps, so they must have something.
I mean, yeah, they walked right over it, right? Got all the way up to the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah, I'm sure they got something.
We could, one of us could just go back out, make a little bit of noise, like pretend like they don't know that they're coming, wait until they see them, and then like run back into this room. And if they only see one person, then they probably like won't be as careful. And then the others can be waiting to just like grab them.
Oh, I was just gonna chuck some of the stone down the hallway and make a loud ruckus.
Oh. What if they go get more upon confirmation?
That's why I was
Well-
gonna chuck the stone.
Holy.
How's that gonna stop them from splitting up? Is my point. There was 2, right?
Yep.
So let's say they're 20 feet apart. One's over by the door at the end of the hallway. The closest one sees us, shouts, and the other guy goes running to get help.
Well, if there's only one of us and they only see one of us, then maybe they'll both chase instead of like going to get help if there's only like one person. And especially if it was like me or Dor who don't look particularly threatening, but
If
can
you're
run
not
fast.
Clink, clink,
particularly
clink.
threatening, how'd you get down here? You know what I mean?
Being
I feel
sneaky.
like it's not a steep step in logic for them to say, "Oh, someone managed to get in down here." Maybe kind of formidable.
Or
Mm,
just sneaky, small and sneaky and quiet.
Maybe we can try it. I am throwing shit out there, tossing some
I'm-
spaghetti at a wall.
I'm just worried that if we only
What
throw
is the-
stone, I'm just worried if we only throw stone and they already think that the door's locked because he already checked the door, then they might not like investigate further. Although I guess we could try with stone first.
well, it's also the stone was mostly so that A, none of us are exposed, so they don't know who or what they're dealing with, and B, it's weird, like the torch is going out, but it's not direct, obvious sign of it's not seeing a person, so they'd be more likely to investigate than to cry havoc and sound the drums.
When did we give up on the detect magic idea?
Well, it's just like, how are we gonna, like, we can detect it, but then what are we gonna do about it?
I mean, the torches. What if we just put the torches out and magic goes away?
Torches went out before it happened.
That is
Put them
also
out
true.
before. Put them out before we
Yeah.
step there.
Are you going
Sure.
to be the one that steps after we put out the next set of torches to try it?
Well, I'm
Well,
gonna
we got-
be.
Well, but I
If we
mean-
got detect magic, then we know if it.
We'll
Disappeared
see
or
if
not.
it dissipates or it's an option.
Yes. It also doesn't last very long, so it depends on how quickly we do everything.
Well, we're presumably at the bottom, right? And we know
Just-
our targets at the bottom.
Well, wait.
Annie's supposed to
One
be
of
the
them
only one
insta-
here, so
Well, yeah,
Right.
and one of the guards. Oh
Didn't we
no,
hear
I-
a cell door open?
Yeah.
So he may
I
not
don't-
be that far.
Didn't we like climb up 40 feet though?
I was gonna say we're not on ground
Yeah.
floor.
well, no, that was 40 feet up from the sewers.
From sewers.
Right,
The
which are
sewers
like
weren't
10 feet
40
down.
feet below the ground, were they? Were the sewers? Did we go 40 feet down? When we went into the sewers. DM?
No,
So there's
it's hard to
probably
tell.
ground floor.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what floor you're on. You haven't.
Awesome. Well, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just have a quick vote because it's taking too damn long. Thumbs up for a trap. Thumbs down for detect magic crawling. 8, 3, 2, 1.
I like information.
I feel like we can start with the detect magic, and if like putting out the torches doesn't work, then we can like go back and do the rock idea, and if that doesn't work, then we'll have bait.
Oh, quick question. Where were Calder and Ren in terms of the line that the torches would have made across the hallway?
He said we were next to the torches that went out.
You were
Like
directly
horizontal
next
to
to them
them.
when they went
Like-
out?
Just past them. They passed them, the torches went out, and that's when they sunk into the ground.
Okay,
Okay,
I
so-
misunderstood then. I tried to get that clarified last session.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what
So,
happened.
so thinking back on it, we could probably reach from behind the torches to put the torches out in a. Oh, also.
Hmm.
Oh, that's true too. How do we put the torches out if it's magic fire?
I can maybe try to like pull
Break
them off
'em.
the wall with mage hand.
Dornan blew one away with a damn fireball. Just bust him up.
Let's just fucking cast detect magic and start going. Come on.
Wait,
Figure it out as we go.
before we do that, just in case, everybody get to the side of the door when we open it.
Okay.
Other people are as smart as we are; they might still be waiting.
I'm gonna take out the rock and tap the door and open it.
You tap it. Ren, you hear Ren, I guess Ren's lock unlocks. You hear you open the door.
Okay, so just to clarify,
Clarification.
out this door, do we
Out
have
the door.
we have one direction down this hallway, right?
Correct.
And that is the only way to go out this door.
You have out the door. All right, about 15 feet down the stairs and
Uh-huh.
up the hallway is where you pass the torches.
Yes. Okay,
Whoosh.
that's all we've seen so far.
There's a door that you can see to your left, about 3 or 4 feet past those
Past
same
the
torches.
torches.
On your left.
Are there any more torches between the first set and the door?
No, the door kind of sits between two sets of torches.
So the ones that
you're-
went out already are the only ones between us and the door.
Yes.
Correct. Which are out. The next ones are about 15, less than that. It's about 10 feet away from the door.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
door here,
Does-
10 more feet ahead
Does
of
that
it.
door
There's-
look like a cell door at all?
Well, give me a perception check.
Let's see if it looks like a cell.
Yeah, can we like
9?
hear anyone moaning?
I mean, does it have
within or
like
anything?
bars on it, or?
It seems to be what looks like a door made of pure metal. That's obviously the door that guard had went through. It being that close and you being able to hear it that clearly
Okay.
was that door there.
Okay.
But
Great.
it seems like pure steel up against the wall. It is inset into the wall a little bit, so you can tell it's a door.
Yeah.
It has 2 steel ringed handles.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking and detect magic.
And that's what range?
That is a 30 feet range.
Okay.
You sense the presence of magic
You do.
in the school.
All around you.
Oh, good.
The floors, the walls, the door that you just opened, the door that's in front of you to the left, the torches on the walls. Everything in this entire building is giving off a magical essence
That's terrible.
of abjuration.
The whole thing is abjuration. Even
Indeed.
that, like, what about the floor that we got fucked up on?
Abjuration.
It's still lit. Still abjuration.
Yep.
Jesus
Magical
Christ.
regrowing stone.
You see this just small glint and sparkle of magical essence on everything. It seems to be a magical prison within a non-magical city.
Is there like a remnant of anything else besides abjuration there?
No? Other than what's on your party.
So what you find?
Well, it's kind of just all the same. Like even the parts that don't, haven't done anything to us are just reading the same as the rest of it.
Is there anything at the next set of torches?
I mean, I'm trying to look down the whole hallway, like going up to where it's safe and seeing as far as I can see.
So you can
without
see
crossing.
You can see about 30 feet or so in front of you before it curves to the right. The only thing you can see are the two burnout torches. The one that Dornan had shut off the wall is collapsed. It is no longer there. It seems like the guard had picked it up and removed it. There is a pock mark on the wall where Dornan shot it with his firebolt. And the other one still remains in its sconce unlit. The door to your left, and then the hallway begins to turn. About 10 feet ahead of the door, you see another two set of torches of blue flame before the hallway curves out of your vision. No doors, no windows. Just
And like the floor up by the torches that are still burning, is that any different or just all abjuration?
all abjuration. What you? Yeah, go ahead, Isaiah. You look like you have a question.
Are the torches
Mhm.
magic the same
Yes.
as the rest?
Yes,
Also abjuration?
indeed.
Has that torch he shot down regrown?
It's not there. The guards took it.
Oh,
You're assuming. You heard them gather
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But
What about the torch on the other side
Maybe
of that one?
still there, still unlit.
maybe it's not actually magical. So think okay. So
What?
I
I can
No,
literally
okay,
see
no,
it.
no, no, no. So, what? All right. So, outside of character, what I mean is that what if it's actually just like a light magical coating, so that way anybody who does detect magic is completely thrown off because everything is protection magic. But in actuality, there's no actual spell other than just, you know what I'm saying? It's maybe everything is meant to sense as if it's covered in protection magic to cover cover the actual traps if they're magical. It's to
That's,
throw
um,
maybe just kind of just to throw it ever just throw
Sure.
us off.
that's
I mean,
the
they
kind of
must-
evil thing I would do. Yeah.
I mean, sure. I mean, they must be magical, right? I don't think that's a practical trap. Whatever
Well-
the fuck happened to us.
Well, yeah.
I don't know enough about magic to know if you can cover the trace like that. Maybe.
How
So
high up
far,
are
I'm
the
just feeling
torches?
I was gonna say I was gonna
Head
go
level?
look at the torch.
At level,
Eye
I'm just
level?
gonna go walk
Yeah.
up and grab the one that's still there.
You pull it out of the sconce.
The one that's not lit.
Nothing happens.
Is this still magical?
It's magical.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break it.
You snap it.
Still magical?
No. Yeah, is it still magical?
It is.
Can I try and put
Can
the ends back together? See if anything happens. Does it regrow together?
It reforms.
This sucks.
There it is. There it is.
All right, so maybe
Actually-
the abjuration is just that. Maybe there was something else here, that trap, and we triggered it and it's gone.
Mhm.
And the whole
Oh.
place is just abjuration because it's rebuilding itself.
Technically, I'm not wrong.
Is the magic like more on those torches that are still lit, or is it all just look the same?
I think it's all the same.
Oh, okay.
Red, can I have that?
Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks. I'm gonna go up and look at the sconce and see if there's any obvious signs of it being, or of what trap might have been, or if there's any sort of runic carvings or anything on
Yeah,
it.
investigation check.
Good call.
Tonight is horrible. I've been planning very hard for some special magic items. So I'm gonna concentrate on the thoughts I had about that to boost this up to a 17.
17. You walk up to the sconce, and it is set inside of the stone wall. It's just a metal casing, almost looking like it's made out of older steel and would hold a torch. You begin to look inside, feel it, look around the outside. You don't see any signs of runes.
Right. So far, I'm feeling like this was a waste of a spill.
Well, it's not a waste because now we know.
Right.
Something.
We
Maybe.
should.
Maybe.
We also do know there are other people in this hallway. So, question stands: check the door or pull them in.
Well, here's
Ask
the thing:
questions.
is the door farther up than where we got fucked?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
it's
So
not
In
Not
there is-
between.
But it's not
In
through
between.
another set of torches.
Right.
So,
Right. We just gotta hope it's done doing its thing. I get here. Let's do a tester.
I got a long stick if you want to just poke it with something.
Nah, Ren, we got you out of those boots once. You walk in front of me a couple paces. If it starts
Go
crawling
down
up,
the
I'll
hallway
yank
to the
you out.
door.
Don't no, I can't yank out Ook. Her I can yank out. She's like,
Ook just
God
walks
damn
forward.
it.
To the door, passing where you had caused the torches to go out. And you see him walk right past and sit in front of the door.
Great. I walk up to the door. Doesn't
Your
have
feet
any
begin
bars. or
to
anything.
sink into the ground.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm not
Oh my god.
Ook just sits in front of the door, not
Appreciate it.
really moving.
You said it's
Come
a
on.
solid. It doesn't have bars or anything like that.
It
on
is.
right?
It's hard to tell because Ook's sitting in a way, but yeah.
I'll call him up, ask him to, if you wouldn't mind. Thank
I'll
you
just
for
listen
your
at the door
service.
for a second and say, I'll see if I can hear the guards, and also say to door, can you do like detect thoughts again? See like if they're just outside.
Perception check.
And ping detect thoughts.
How? What's
Okay,
distance
so
of
the
that?
limitations of it. Okay, so distance is 30 feet, but it's hampered by 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any other metal than lead, and 1 thin sheet of lead will block it.
You don't
15.
sense any thoughts. And what was that?
Sorry, 15.
15. You listen. Other than your party trying their best to be quiet with their harsh whispers, you don't hear any signs of guards at this point.
Okay,
Metal could be too thick.
sure.
We just want to pop this bitch open and find out.
yeah.
Be ready to run in and keep anybody quiet who's in there.
Yeah.
I'll,
I have my sword down at the side to pull out the rock.
I'll be prepared to use telekinetic shove to like pull anybody that I see towards us.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice. Tink.
Who's opening the door?
Is it locked? Oh, I guess we should check if it's locked.
Yeah, is it locked?
I
mean-
mean, detrap it first and stuff. Right?
We should make sure it's.
Oh, we
It
have a
doesn't.
key.
It doesn't necessarily do traps. It's like
Yeah.
locks. Yeah.
So
I've
we
been
should check
so
the
done
door
with
for
this already.
traps. Well, no, he already opened it. He already opened it. It's fine.
It's too late.
What
So
door?
Calder,
Just unlock it.
Yeah, I didn't open it though. I just tapped it.
No, I meant the guards opened it already.
Oh.
Well,
But
they
they have
also
stuff.
walked through the trap that we set off, so
Yeah.
The trap that isn't there anymore. Yes.
Well,
there's 2 more of them right there. You know.
fuck
there's
it.
2 more
I
torches.
tapped the door. Is it locked?
you tap the door, and remember, it has 2 steel round rings for handles. You tap it with the meso stone. You tap it, and you don't hear anything happen. You don't hear a lock unlock, and you try it,
Okay.
and it
Real slow.
slides open.
Okay.
Do we see anyone?
Perception
You can
check,
do the
Calder.
crack. Ren can stack
What
up
the
on me
hell?
like the Brady Bunch. Her head's just like a foot below mine.
9.
3.
Yeah. Nope. You can't see anything.
We are
What you
doing
can
great.
see is the lighting has changed in this room. Instead of the dark, damp stone hallway that you now stand in, a similar visage is in front of you, except regular torches lined 2 corners that you can see, kind of shining light into a small square room.
Beyond the door, we see light.
Yes.
I'm gonna open it a little more. Try to get a better look.
It more slides this way than it does
Oh,
this
cool.
way. But you
Okay.
you pull it and you open it to about a 15 by 15 square room. In the center, you see a pedestal with a piece of paper that kind of folds down off of the pedestal. You see two chests in the back corner to your left, lined up against the wall, and you see another similar door to your right. If you're looking in on the right wall,
It's like on the
to
right
you.
side of the room.
Yep.
Now that we're here, do we see any further down the hall?
No, you can't. It's the you'd have to continue down past the next set of torches to be able to
Okay.
see any further.
Check it out.
Quietly. Yeah.
Detect magic still up? Anything pinging differently in this room?
No, same
Just the
abjuration.
General sense of abjuration.
Yep.
Okay.
Does anything look off in this room? Like any visible trappage going on?
Give me a
Visible
perception
trappage.
check if you're standing outside.
Yeah, outside.
Perception.
That is a 13.
13. You don't see anything like physical trap. You don't see any blades in the ceiling or spikes on the floor.
Okay.
I will creep forward carefully and quietly.
Okay. Ren enters the room.
Luke and
Nothing
I will
happens.
take a post
I'll be a few steps behind.
on the far side of the door where the guards came down. Just post up there, sentry, while everybody goes in.
I'll head
Or-
towards the. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say check the chests for traps.
I was gonna go to the pedestal first just to see what
Ah.
that paper is, since it's in the middle on the way.
Is there anybody staying out in the hallway?
Enoch, we're keeping eyes down the hallway and ears for the guards.
Speaking of ears, I was gonna suggest that Avery stays out with them. Just kind of like, Avery, can you listen? If anyone comes, let us know. You're gonna be our lookout. Got it? All right. Fist bump.
Good call.
Okay. Never mind. I'll walk away. I'll
Cool for you.
It's a new invention. Not everybody's gonna leave.
Who's inside the room?
I'm inside the room.
Everyone but Ook, Avery, and Isaiah.
Yeah.
We're all dead.
You're all
You're
dead.
asking.
Okay, so what is everybody doing?
I'm checking out the paper on the pedestal.
Okay.
Carefully and quietly.
I'm gonna go just up to the door and try to listen.
What's everyone else doing?
Chests.
You're just gonna open the chest?
No, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna investigate if there's anything hinky about the chests before I start
Okay.
poking around, actually opening
Okay.
them up.
Investigation check.
Okay. Oh, all my dice have been bad to me today.
I'm just gonna look.
Oh, that's
look
not
around,
bad.
see if anything looks off. I'm continuing that perception check.
I'm just preparing if anything gets fucky.
9.
Hey, wonderful. The chests don't seem trapped. Ren, when you walk up to the long paper, now the paper is very long, kind of sits and spreads to the floor. There is some writing in it. It almost seems like a list of words written in common. You begin to read them. Apple, elephant, castle, pencil, ocean, book, mountain, window, flower, ladder, shelter, elephant,
Okay,
Umbrella.
it's a code.
umbrella, fish, elephant, elephant, elephant.
All right. I'm gonna need that again slowly.
Somebody loves.
Can you like
elephants.
copy and paste it into our chat? So
Oh yeah, that'd be
do
easy.
that.
Do that.
And
A code for what?
I don't know. Ren is smarter than me. Can I like make an intelligence check?
So, here's what happens. Whenever you begin to read the words, one by one in your mind, they disappear.
maybe stop.
Isaiah and Avery. Without a noise, you realize the door is closed. The rest of you don't hear a sound, and when you look, there is no door.
Damn it.
Just a stone wall.
I'm gonna try when I see that. I'm gonna move to the wall and try to detect thoughts to see if I can ping anything on the other side of that wall.
I was like looking around at the walls, and I'm like, all right, nothing seems off. And then I get back around, it's like, something's wrong.
These traps are a fucking nightmare.
The door's shut. Did you guys do something?
Do I hear that?
You do.
Okay. I just read a piece of paper and now the words are gone. Are both doors gone or just the one that we came through?
Just the one you came through.
Can you repeat it back? Will that like undo it?
Let me think on it for a second. What were the words?
Well, you try to remember. Give me an intelligence check.
And do I hear anything on the other side of that wall in my mind? Can I
Perception
detect
check.
anything?
Oh, no,
If
no
I-
detect thoughts. No detect thoughts.
Okay, cool.
15?
15. You try, and you begin to remember elephant, apple, pencil, castle. You try to remember. Jordan, you do hear something, even with your passive perception coming from one of the chests. A ticking.
Uh-oh.
Like a ticking time bomb, we'll say it is. But more or less a clock that's moving at a faster speed than normal. Ren, you as you're trying to recollect the words that were on the paper, you see them beginning to reform in your mind. Or not in your mind, but on the paper. The long list of words.
Does it seem to be in the same order or a different order?
Same order. Apple,
Okay.
elephant, castle, pencil, butterfly, ocean, book, mountain, window, flower, ladder, shelter, diamond, kettle, elephant, umbrella, fish, elephant, elephant, elephant. Once you read that final elephant, it disappears.
This chest is ticking, by the way.
Ticking?
Yeah, it's tick, 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 tick. I know the sound of ticking.
Go
Yeah,
tap it.
Maybe stop reading the paper.
Wait, did anything happen when she read it the second time?
Words disappear.
Is the other door still there?
The other door is still there.
Okay. Go tap that chest with the fucking stone.
You want to check it for traps first?
That's why I want you to tap it with the fucking stone.
The stone unlocks it. It doesn't untrap it.
I think it it
We were
undoes
told,
magical
Evan,
trap, right?
clarify for me. As far as I remember, we were told it undoes locks, physical and magical, but not necessarily traps. Correct?
Correct.
Okay,
It unlocks locks.
I will look for trap on the ticking chest.
I think I can
Investigation.
tell you that it's trapped.
Probably.
For
I'd like to
sure.
know.
Eggval and Redrick, just give me investigation checks. As you just or this perception, not investigation.
One thing as part of that, can I know you keep saying Ren can't see words on the page. Can I see words on the page?
Everybody can see the words on the page, but except they seem to disappear.
Okay.
It seems like Ren reads them and then it disappears.
Gotcha. That's what I was asking.
Redrick, you feel the warmth in your pocket.
Okay, well I'm holding on to it because I just got a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I even fucking roll?
24.
What even? Holy shit, that's a natural fucking 20.
Let's go.
Nice.
I'll take a picture right fucking now, I swear to God.
With my plus 10, I got a 17.
Oh,
As she's unlocking checking the checks for traps, both of you realize that the room is much smaller. Was about 15, but is definitely 10.
Stop reading the paper.
oh.
we got a little bit of an issue here.
Yeah, the room got smaller.
Is it still getting smaller?
I
Not
can
trapped.
touch the ceiling now.
Yes, it is getting smaller height and width.
Very good.
And-
You said not trapped.
Not trapped.
Can I?
Here,
Can I?
give me the stone with mage hand.
Can I
Cap.
see it getting smaller? Or like,
can't-
can I like tell?
So
it's
it doesn't
changing?
seem to be moving. No,
Okay.
you can't really tell that it's moving. Tap it on the chest. Doesn't seem to be locked.
That's worse.
Okay, back away.
I back
I'll open
away.
it with mage hand.
Back away. Back away.
Yeah, back
In
away
a
as far as possible
10
and
by
open
10
slowly. Yep.
By the way, I was listening by the door earlier. Is there anything?
Nothing.
That door's still there.
That door is still there.
It makes me want to go through it less. All right.
You open the chest. It is filled with pocket watches. Open, closed, small, big, steel, gold, brass, of all
There's
sorts.
something
And when
so
you open
wrong here.
it, just the sound of ticking.
Well, I would love a new watch, but I think it's almost time to go through that door.
Right, we got another chest, right?
You also
Yeah.
see sitting there on top of the pocket watches a scroll and a quill. The scroll's wrapped with a piece of leather, and a quill and ink sits next to it on top of the watches.
I'm just
Okay.
watching
Anyone wanna
the
Tick
runes
tick
Pick that up.
tick 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 tick.
Are
tick,
the
tick, tick,
watches
tick,
all
tick,
on
tick,
any
tick.
particular time?
As you quickly scan them, they all seem to be different, but they're moving quick.
I'm just keeping track of how big the room is at this point.
I'm gonna check in with Isaiah really quickly. How long has it been for you? In your head?
How long has it?
Probably 3 to 5 minutes.
Only a few minutes. He is, by the way, trying the door if it
Mhm.
opens at all.
Doesn't budge.
What's going on in there?
It's the weird stuff. Not sure. Hold please.
Prison's a damn madhouse dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. So Dora took the scroll and the ink. I'm gonna go investigate the other chest for traps.
I'm
You're gonna
going
hear in your
unwrap
head.
the
If you
scroll.
ask, I might be able to help.
All right. I will explain the situation to him while I'm checking
Well-
for traps.
What am I looking at?
Scroll is empty. Just
Of
a
course.
empty
Write down the
piece-
words you read.
sheet
That's
of
what I'm
parchment.
thinking. Yeah, I think that might be right. What? How about the other chest?
Good question. Not trapped. It's open.
Okay.
Very similar
Yes.
to the other one. Do you open it?
Pocket watches. No. You didn't have me roll an investigation check?
Oh, you can. It just seems almost identical to the other one.
Okay, I'll
I was
just.
just kind of making the one. I thought you made it for both, so apologies.
Oh, sorry. 28 for the second chest.
Not trapped.
Okay. All right, I'll back up and open it with mage hand, same as the other. And what's in that one?
A single pocket watch, not ticking.
You and your fucking puzzles. Okay.
I'm gonna check the available door to see if it's locked. Is it like a handle on it, or is it just like another pull open kind of deal?
It's a wooden door, but no, it's not. It's the same exact door than you had entered into. Steel rings, closed.
Just gonna check if it's locked.
You can't move it.
Can I pick up the pocket watch and take a look at it?
You pick it up. Seems to be a simple brass encasing.
All right,
What
can I
time is that
pop
one
it
at?
open? Yeah. Can I, first, I want to see what time it is compared to actually the pocket watch, because I still technically have the Aldous' pocket watch that was with the severed hand. I still have that, and so I want to kind of compare it to the one to see what time, like, just kind of compare the two, first to see what time it is on my watch, and the time on the watch I just picked up.
The watch that you just picked up, you open it, and it is exactly at 12 and exactly at 6. 2 hands.
Okay.
does not match the one that you have, though. The one that you had, it still seems to be working.
Okay. Can I try to pop it open, see if we can get it going?
So you open it, and it is frozen. You would have to actually start tinkering with it.
Yeah, I want to start trying to tinker with the back, the innards.
Okay. Do you have tools to work on a pocket watch?
I actually have Tinker's tools. That's something I actually have.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a tinkering check using your intelligence modifier.
This is so good. Okay. What hasn't? I'll try this one. Okay. Don't fuck me. Oh, that fell into the abyss. Okay. I said intelligence check. Where's my stats? Where's my stuff? I think. Let me check something real quick. I am proficient with Tinkering's tool. Can I add my proficiency bonus?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, so it's just a intelligence check. My proficiency bonus. That's a -1. So that's a 10. That's a 13.
13. Working in this kind of environment, this low lighting, it would be difficult. You would have to spend some time doing it.
Okay.
You don't immediately get the back popped open. You're gonna have to sit there and work at it for a little bit.
Well, until I'm told otherwise, I'm gonna try to start trying to jimmy with it, try to get it going until someone has a better idea.
Let's
Room
try
size
Isaiah's
check.
thing.
Yeah.
Room size check.
Room size. Perception.
Sure.
I try that.
Yep.
Cool.
That's 20.
Me and Ren will start doing Isaiah's idea.
20?
Dirty 20.
Natural 20 again.
What?
Nice.
The room has
I'll
not
take a
changed
picture.
size. The letters, as you can see, have reappeared on the piece of paper, but you're going to try to write them down.
Writing the list on the other scroll,
Yes.
the other parchment.
All right. I hope I did this fast enough. Somebody else could have tried to write notes with me.
Well, we have the list. We could also.
Yeah, the list has
look at-
reappeared by now, so you can read
Yeah.
and write as you
But if we read it again, will the room be 5 feet wide?
Probably.
Yeah,
For 5
exactly.
people?
All right.
We'll
So
just
I had-
suffocate.
Get
All right.
crushed.
What do we want to do? Do we want to read and write, or do we want to hope that I got it all down?
I
Try
don't
it.
know.
you got it all
Try
down.
from
We
memory.
could possibly
I
have
trust you.
remembered
It'd
all
be
that.
great.
All right. Trying it from memory.
And if it
Um,
doesn't work, then we read and write.
Well, if it doesn't
Since-
work, we might be dead.
Since I read it twice, can I make another intelligence check to see if I remember?
This is all you.
All right.
Remember?
How about
have-
what if I just read it to you and you write it down?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is that what we want to do and risk the room getting smaller, or
Well, what if it gets smaller if you write it wrong?
is that there's that too?
What are the watches for?
Great fucking
Why are
question.
we-
This place sucks.
I'm still playing with the watch. Just kind of get it open.
Do any of the watches, do any of the many watches,
Echo's over there wasting time.
do any of the many watches match the one watch he has?
I mean, you can begin to dig.
I'll start
You can
digging.
try to find. Okay,
Let's
give me an
start
investigation
fucking
check.
Digging through
Ooh.
watches without saying anything.
What if there's something underneath the watches? We didn't even think about that.
It's a investigation, you said?
Hmm?
Another dirty 20.
30-20.
Yeah.
You can find watches that are very similar to the one he has. Nothing that's exactly the same.
All right.
There's hundreds of watches in here of all shapes and sizes.
After I dig through, is there anything at the bottom? Good question.
Nope.
Great.
I'm just gonna start like throwing them on the floor, like shoveling them out.
Are you ready?
All right. So that's all right. We're doing it that way.
I'm gonna come. To,
Apple.
I'm gonna come to Echo with like a big
What?
handful of like 6 different similar looking watches.
God damn.
Do any of these match?
I was looking. No, close. No.
One of these things is a red herring.
Calder and I are gonna do the list.
Okay. How are you doing the list?
Apple, pencil.
He's
So you're
reading.
gonna read it
writing.
to her?
I'm gonna read it to her. She'll write it down.
Okay. You're writing it on the parchment that you found in the chest, correct?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
with that
Okay.
ink. With mage hand.
Okay. Okay, are you ready?
So fucked.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Do we actually have to?
I will read it to you. Okay.
Okay.
Apple, elephant, castle, pencil, butterfly, ocean, book, mountain, window, flower, ladder, queen, shelter, diamond, kettle, elephant, umbrella, fish, elephant, elephant, elephant. Disappears.
Okay. She wrote it all down.
You all of
On
a
the
sudden
blanket.
feel. Oh. As you were writing each word, is disappearing. As Calder was reading it and you were writing it, disappeared.
Like off
Alright.
the parchment disappeared.
Off the one she was writing on, and then after you finished elephant, 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 it disappeared. And now you are all very tight.
Maybe you just got to remember it on your own.
Okay. All right, here I go. So writing it on my own with mage hand. Apple, elephant, castle, pencil, butterfly, ocean, book, mountain, window, flower, ladder, queen, shelter,
Oh
diamond.
come on!
Nobody helped me.
I didn't know this.
I know
Diamond,
the
kettle,
last-
elephant, umbrella,
Fish.
fish, elephant, elephant, elephant.
Okay, start from shelter again. Sorry.
Shelter, diamond, kettle, elephant, umbrella, fish, elephant, elephant, elephant.
You write these all down?
Yes.
Ugh.
You all of a sudden feel that tightness. Release.
Stress sweating, guys. Gotta get y'all gotta help me with notes every now and then.
I fall into a
Door back.
pile of watches on the ground.
You're the smart one. Come on.
But it's
See
the
two
back.
doors.
Okay.
Isaiah, try the door.
You open it. You see your party.
Do not close that door.
Leave it
Look,
open.
don't
This
look at the
place.
fucking paper. Whatever you do, don't look at the paper.
I walk over to the other door and tap it with the fucking stone and open it.
And the one that's in front of you, correct?
God damn it! Yes.
You open it. Seems to lead into a hallway. It goes straight and then curves directly right. Lit by regular torches.
Not blue flame.
Correct.
Is,
Okay.
is the tech magic still up at this point?
No. How long has it been? How long does it last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? No.
Okay. Hmm. Well, it's this hallway or the other hallway, right? There were still.
We know there are guards this way, but
We
not.
do, but didn't we? We heard them open a cell, right? That might have been
They-
further down the first hallway.
This was the door that they opened.
Well,
The
No,
door that we
they-
came through is the one that we opened.
yeah.
Oh,
Right, Evan?
So
that's
when,
what
they
you said.
said when
Yeah.
they said
Yes.
check the prisoner.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
And Echo, they weren't lying or doing anything like that, as far as you could tell.
I don't worry unless you randomly lie when you're thinking.
All the
Because
time.
he's a
but
good barometer
that's
for
different.
human morality right now.
Well, we probably need to
What's a
go
barometer?
lower.
To be fair, I don't think you're a good barometer in general. So
What? Me?
yeah.
What are we talking about?
What does that have to? Listen, I know.
Let's
I
stay on
fucked
topic.
up.
Okay, we can argue about this later.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we probably need to go lower. The prisoner is probably lower in
Yeah.
the thing. So if we assume we don't know anything, but we can assume maybe that this is like a ward this is like one level, and you probably don't get to different prison levels from different prison levels. It would probably be in like guard areas, which would probably be this way.
Maybe.
We should try to find a guard
But the
room
guards
with like
came from the other way.
no, the guards came from this way, right, Evan?
No,
We
he
heard
No,
just
them.
they
said-
came. They came down the hallway.
They came down
They
the
came-
hallway. Okay.
The blue flame hallway, not the
They came
regular
in.
flame
Oh,
hallway.
and this is where they.
This is
Oh,
where
okay.
they
So
checked
this
on
is
the
where they
prisoner.
checked. Okay, so then we probably do want to go down this hallway, right? Yeah.
At the very least, it would probably have prisoners of some sort, even if it's not the one we're looking for.
Have we checked through the other door?
You
You
s-
wanna
you
check
he
that
opened
one?
it. He opened it. There's a small hallway that leads about 10 feet in front of you, and it,
Okay.
excuse me, curves to the right.
Yeah, we're discussing whether to do this hallway or the other one.
Oh,
We just tried not
It's
to
just
die in this room.
concentric
I say we
rings.
go down the one we just opened up. Since this room just tried to kill us, obviously they want to keep you out from this way.
I agree.
Okay. Ren, you want to take the lead with your eyes?
What do you mean? Like, yeah, I mean, I'll
You
go
got
check.
you got better eyes than we do. I'll stay very close behind. If anything happens, I'll nab you.
Is that how you ask if she can see anything?
I'm saying we got to move at some point. She's got the best chance
Go,
of seeing
go
something
ahead.
before it happens.
I'm taking those two watches. I'm taking one of the fast ticking watches and the one that I was working on. I'm keeping those watches as a present, as a souvenir.
Christ.
Can I? Okay, so we know that that one is stopped and frozen. Red looked through the watches. He didn't find one that was exactly the same. Can I, before we go, can I just go through the watches as well and see if I can find one that's exactly the same?
Investigation check.
Don't betray me again, you fucker.
All the ones that are somewhat similar are on the ground outside the
I
box.
feel like the watches were probably just a cruel joke about how
Maybe.
we're running out of time.
Unless they need them to go in here.
Exactly, that's what I'm worried about. I got an 18, which I'm pretty sure is what Redrick got, so.
Yeah,
my
you
dice.
don't. You see watches that are similar, but nothing the exact like.
Everybody take
Okay.
a walk.
no.
I'm keeping the broken one and grabbing one of the other ones.
Fuck it, I'll bring a
Fine.
watch.
We should put this room back the way it was when you guys got it.
Sure, we'll just keep the watches back in the chest.
And we're going down this new hallway past the cell.
Yeah.
That's what we decided.
Right, well, I guess.
Okay,
Look, Avery.
here's.
Perfect.
The one with the
Go behind
normal
us.
torches.
Yeah.
Now that does not mean they're not trapped.
That is correct. Which is
You
why I
wanna
said
take-
Ren out front.
Well, here's the thing. There was no tell. I am like certain there was no tell for that other trap. So there
All
could
right,
be more. with that
I'll
trap.
go out front.
Just
Give me a
tiptoe.
piggyback ride.
Put a toe out in
It-
front every time. you
Then
step.
we're
Okay,
just both
guys,
fucked.
guys, everyone. Everyone. If it's just a matter of pressure, I got a really long stick. So,
I mean, it may not be just a matter of pressure.
yes, it might not be. In which case, we're all fucked anyway. Whoever's
How
out
long is
front.
your stick?
I got a 10-foot reach on it. I can hit you and the guy behind you at the same time.
By all means, Isaiah, walk around, stick out, tap, tap, taparoo on everything you want.
So
This
I'll
is
do
where you're
the-
gonna go if you get caught. So good thing we're here already.
All right, let's walk
Marching
forward
order.
slowly.
Isaiah's in front doing the old 10-foot pole trick with his pike.
I'm in the back.
We'll be
s-
behind
stick
Isaiah,
behind.
but about like 5 feet behind Isaiah,
I'll stick
Looking.
with Fred then.
looking for traps as best I can, trying to like look ahead of him.
I'll just give it. What's your modifier for your investigation?
Plus 10.
Without me physically making you roll every time, it's kind of using that number as a base. You're leading the way, Isaiah, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Tapping the floor.
The rest
10
of the
feet ahead of me,
marching
so-
order. Sorry, I was kind of distracted.
Isaiah, Me and Ren.
Isaiah Ook, you and Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be somewhere in the middle with Avery.
Frederick Avery.
I'm at the rear.
Egg.
And
And
We
we
continue
took,
down this. Good.
sorry, I was
No,
just
go
gonna
ahead.
say, and we took like 1 minute to put the room back,
Okay.
so that it looks like nobody would notice we were there.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Do we want to put the watches back?
Yeah.
Not all
Yeah.
of them.
I got mine too.
I think the non-ticking one is the only one they'll notice is missing.
So
Point
put
of order,
all
real
that look
quick.
like it.
Isaiah and Ook, whenever you both enter the room, without noticing, there's no door leading to the outside hall. So whenever the door is opened and you enter the threshold, you, Avery and Ook, no longer a door.
The other door is still open though.
It is still open.
Okay,
This
so
is
that's
just
the way
a
out.
Super room. Well, you've got the
I don't-
list memorized, right? We can do it again.
Yeah, sure do.
Onward.
So, continue down this brief hallway. It's about 10 or 15 feet in length before it curves to a very direct corner and right. In the walls is laid regular torches. And as you turn to the right, you see a wide set of stairs. Leads down into what looks like a separate chamber full of light. Can't really see because of the roof of the staircase. It's kind of blocking your vision from anything out in front of you. You'd have to descend the stairs before you'd be able to see anything else.
All right.
Down is good.
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to be quiet?
Yeah.
Stealth checks.
Okay.
For sure.
These two.
Okay.
Okay. That's not bad.
I used
You know-
all my luck last session.
Pretty good. I'm rolling really well this session.
Fine.
I think I've
Save
rolled
that for
above
later.
20 every time, except that first stealth check.
Which is incredibly. Holy crap. That's actually not horrible.
Isaiah Nuke.
I got a 9, he got an 8.
Perfect. Redrick.
21.
Dornan.
18.
Eggball.
I got a 1.
Oh,
That one.
yes.
Yeah.
Plus one,
Same
baby.
die that I got 2 net 20s on it as Redrick.
Plus one. Okay. Calder.
2.
Perfect.
That hurt me.
And Ren.
12.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow.
The
The
rogue.
lowest I can
Really
get
glad
without
I didn't
running,
waste a
without
spell
rolling
on
one.
that
You guys are just making a ton of noise descending these stairs.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Dude, with every tip,
I wonder what's
Isaiah.
down here.
with every
You
stop,
guys think's down here?
with every stop, Isaiah tries to poke at the floor. Eggval just runs in to the back of Redrick, which kind of causes this cascading effect of all of you just bumping into each
sorry.
other until you hit Ook, until you get about towards
He's
the
done
end
that
of the
6
stairs.
times already. You can't keep
I'm
getting
sorry.
around.
The ceiling's a little low. It's kind of hard. My balance is weird.
It's fine. It's fine.
There's no
I'll let you-
railing.
I'll let you know next time
Bad
it
voice.
stops. I'll let you know next time it stops. Just
Shut the fuck up!
Inside voices. What?
Oh my god.
All right, we stumble into the room loud as fuck. What do we see?
Okay. You stumble into the room loud as fuck. This room's a little bit larger than the last room, 25, 30 feet. A large rectangular chamber. The lighting is completely changed. This room is bright white as you stand on all white granite floors, walls, and ceiling. The light source seems to be coming from the stone itself. All of you are but amazed by the sight. In the center of the room, you see 3 large pegs.
Eggs?
Pegs. and a series of discs of different sizes.
This is like a ring toss situation.
The
Like that
discs are
kind of peg?
stacked in order on the peg to the far left.
Oh, damn it.
You all kind of see this, and it's just okay. The stairs are no longer behind you.
Of course.
You do see a skeleton that lays in front of the 3 pegs.
Nice. He didn't figure it out.
You see 3 more on the wall to your right, sitting up against long, rotted, and dead. 2 more scattered on the floor to your left.
A lot of people trying to break into this prison. Or break out.
4 guards ahead. Actually,
Search the bodies. Maybe
No,
there's
wait.
something useful on them.
but before we get too close to him, caller, can you give him a sniff?
Give him a sniff.
Oh, yeah.
What
The air that had that the air that was undead. You sniffed her out pretty quick. Could you just
See if these are undead.
Sure. I'll go. I'll cast Divine Sense.
No undead.
Use. Okay. Nah. Isaiah.
Okay.
Don't smell any undead. However, this looks like the ring game that I played as a kid. You're supposed to get all these stacked up in the same order over here. I was never good at it.
you can only move one at a time?
Yeah.
All
What
different
happens if we
sizes.
just move all of them?
You
down
literally
like
just
that?
move them all onto the middle one and then onto the far.
Listen, I was not a smart child.
I'm gonna start searching bodies.
You go to search the bodies, and there's nothing but skeletal remains and rags. These
Okay.
are long dead.
Do they look like potentially thieves or prisoners
nice
or
bones.
guards? From what I can tell
By
from
the
the rags.
rags that they're wearing, it's hard to tell. That they're definitely not guards. They don't wear any sort of armor or anything like that. It's just like, I mean, even time has eroded what they were wearing.
Can based off of like the way that I guess that like their bodies or skeletons or positions, could I somehow discern any like can I discern like if they were like crawling, if they were like scratching at the ground for whatever reason, like is there any can I find any visible signs of
An investigation
possibly
check.
how they died?
Go ahead and do that as well, Ren.
Okay.
I got a 14.
I got a 1.
We're having some rough rolls.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
I'd also like to point out it's 10 o'clock and we've made it through one room.
I know.
Shush.
We also avoided a fight.
True.
In the room we started in.
Well, no, we started in the hallway, then went back to her, but then into the hallway, and then to the
Semantics.
yes.
Well, should we
Wait,
just start moving discs? I mean,
Hell yeah.
14.
Isaiah just gave me a
Um,
cheat code.
You don't see any scratches on the ground or remnants of struggle or anything like that.
No, like, is there like any like blood on the ground? Like very
No.
long dried. No.
Other than the gunk of the bones.
Rotted.
Yeah, the rotted,
Okay.
which is just left a stain on the white granite.
unless someone has a problem, I'm gonna start just moving these things. Like it's
Do it. Move them.
all right. I'll go up and.
All right. Well, what do we think the goal is?
You get 'em
Well,
all to
there's
the other
a
end.
game for kids, and you gotta recreate the same stack on the other side, but you can only move one at a time. So you just put them on the center one, and they fill it
Yeah.
backwards, and then you put them on R1.
Yeah, he
Fill
just
it
blew
the right
up my
way.
whole childhood. I had no fucking idea.
That seemed a bit easy
I've been
Yes.
in
thinking
this
about
murder
this
prison.
for 20 years. Couldn't figure it out.
I mean, the last room was just remembering a list of words.
Wait,
Let's try the
Almost half of
simplest
which was
solution
just
first.
one word.
What's the
Wait,
punishment
you
if we
guys-
don't get it right?
Death.
We die.
As you
Are
can see. Motion to the skeletons.
They're stacked up smallest on the top to largest on the bottom, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, then I just start doing
Yeah.
what Isaiah was talking about. Just take the top one, put it on the middle, one at a time, on the middle peg, and then take the top and
You're building an upside down pyramid essentially.
upside down on
And
the
then
middle
and then
one,
to the third.
and then to the third will be the right side up.
Nothing happens.
Isaiah, you fucked up, dog. I thought you knew this.
Well, that's how the game goes. I didn't say that's how this went.
Ah.
They're like,
I think it's kind of sad you
Excuses.
guys played with pegs and rings as kids. Seems boring.
Well, we can't all
What
be
if it's-
dragon hunting people.
What if it's meant to be
Dragon?
upside
What?
down? The end result's meant to be upside down.
then we just do it one or two more times, right?
Well, no, then you just put them all on the first one, and then put them back on this one, and no, if you put them all on the first one, they'll be upside down. On the first one, yeah, you put them all on the first one, they'll be upside down. Put them on the second one, put them on this one. You could.
It's just one more step.
How heavy are they? How
Yeah,
heavy
we can.
are
I mean,
they?
we can.
Could
keep
you
it going.
literally lift them all at the same time and then just turn them around and put them upside down?
Yeah, they're only about. Yes. Could take them.
Try that.
Sure. Pick them all up, turn them around, line them up, put them down.
On which peg?
The last one.
You see that peg sink a little bit.
I don't know if that's bad or good.
Take a look around the room, see if anything's changed.
Does the floor around each peg look any different?
Investigation check.
Like, I'm wondering if there's like a little
Give
circle.
me a perception. Give me a perception check.
Guidance.
Isaiah.
That's
Uh,
good.
Feel a warmth in your pocket.
I'm gonna
The-
use
Guidance is for Gordon's
Guidance.
investigation.
or I'm gonna use the guidance, and Eggo had given me a inspiration earlier in the other room.
Yeah, and Isaiah, you have an
Both
inspiration.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, not good rolls.
Well, you still have it for 10 minutes, so.
With all that, I'm at 10.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I know. It's bad.
By the way, point of that I didn't really make, and you guys didn't really ask this question, but the number of rings that are on there, it's not just one big one, one medium one, and one small one. There are multiple large ones, 4,
Well, that makes a big
multiple
difference.
middle ones, 4, and multiple small ones, 4,
3 pegs.
Or
and 3 pegs. Ren. Isaiah, what'd you roll?
0.
Perfect.
Well,
Ren, you are no longer in the room.
Oh, good.
You find yourself in a room full of chains hanging from the ceiling. The floor also steel chains and manacles of all shapes, sizes, and lengths. You find yourself suspended by the wrists and the feet to the wall. The room has this ominous red light coming from a large ruby gemstone in the center of the ceiling. You
What
struggle,
Sick fuck made this place.
but you cannot move.
Alright, guys, guys, mentally, I am in some fucking freaky dungeon with a red ruby glinting in a weird way.
Do we? hear
What's the
her?
distance?
It's a
A
mile.
mile.
No.
Oh God.
Oh no! No! And none of
Am I
us
in here
realized
alone?
she's gone.
It just got
Okay.
interesting.
Wait,
Right,
real quick.
right.
Hang on. Am I in here alone? First.
Perception check.
it's big.
17.
This room is massive. Few hundred feet that you can just see. A rectangular chamber. The floor covered in manacles and chains. The ceiling, thousands of chains hanging down. The wall covered in them. You're kind of pinned up on the far left-hand side of the wall. And you begin to look and listen. And you just see bodies lined to the wall, the floor, the ceiling, all chained, long dead.
Do I see any doors or potential exits?
You see nothing but a red ruby in the ceiling.
Can I summon Mage Hand? Can I
Nothing
try?
happens.
Oh, fuck.
Right. Split them up. 2 each on the center, 1 each on the outsides. Smallest on the bottom, largest on the top.
Sure. I'll just keep doing it. So it's gonna be on the left and right are like large, medium, small, and then on the middle you're saying large, large, medium, medium, small, small.
The other way around, but yes. Vertically
So
turn the opposite.
Yeah, yeah,
because
so
when we
yeah,
put
I
them
got
upside,
left
yeah.
I was talking bottom to top.
Yeah.
But
Why
Oh, okay.
inverted?
Because when you put it inverted, that one dropped down.
Yeah, that was bad though, because Ren disappeared.
I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't
When?
notice it either.
No one
I mean,
did.
I mean, if we look around the room, Ren's not there. I feel like
we
that's
have
not.
no reason to look around
You
the
know
room
this.
to look
Now
for
you
Ren.
know.
We have no reason to look around the
You
room.
guys
We're
were
all
paying
looking around the
attention to
room.
the puzzle. She's in the background. She disappears.
Well, yeah, exactly. We have no frame of reference to even look for Ren. We just assume that Ren's with us and she's fine.
Right.
We're all
Well,
focused on
okay.
the
So I'm saying I would look around the room.
You realize Ren's not there.
Okay.
That's how that
Ren's-
works.
Shit.
Ren's
Yeah.
gone.
You know,
All right.
to be fair, when the pig
Try
went
it the
down,
other
we
way
all
around.
probably would have gone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Um,
Because I was like, I don't know if
we
that's
just
good or
moved on
bad.
with the puzzle.
Yeah, yeah.
I just seemed like no one gave a fuck. So
all right, then do it the other way around. Biggest on the bottom, smallest on the top.
All right. Are we?
And
are
I'll
we-
start
are we
helping
gonna-
him move
Are we
them.
not going to try and find Ren?
There's nowhere to look. Look, there's nowhere.
Okay.
We're just ourselves.
Sure.
We're here.
Start-
So
Put it-
what is the order of the rings?
All right.
Biggest on the bottom, smallest on the top, 1 each on the outside, 2 each in the center.
And you're going from regular tower, like a regular pyramid.
Yes.
Yeah.
As they're doing that, I'll look around to see if there's any other possible exits or anything
Perception
weird.
check.
God, none of my dice are good today.
It falls in. It does not fall as far as the first one did. The far right one
Which one
kind of
falls?
sits. The middle one.
And just the peg, right? We're not like losing any stones.
Dornan,
Oh.
Uh,
you hang in a very similar room, except you're looking up at the ceiling. Hundreds of pounds of weights. The only thing you can see is the red ruby.
I can try to train
Chains.
my head, look around, and see if I. Hello.
You hear it, Ren?
Hello.
Door?
Ren.
Yep.
Yeah, things aren't going so well up wherever they are. Where are we?
I don't know. There's just that ruby, and my magic doesn't work. And I
So-
couldn't reach you guys.
Essentially, what you have now is a tall pole. The center one is a little bit smaller, and then the one on the very right that you first initially sunk has sunk pretty far, but it almost looks like a signal bar if you look at your cell phone.
so even with pegs on all three, the middle one is the only one that dropped on that.
And that was 1 of each, 2 of each, 1 of each.
Dornan's gone.
Oh.
Dornan's gone.
Shit. Okay. So,
Fuck.
so it was good
We
things
can't
when
mess
that
this
one was normal. Yeah, now it's
By the way,
normal,
I
so
rolled
it's
an
still
8
up.
looking around the room.
Nothing in the room has changed.
Awesome.
Maybe one has to be
Maybe.
an hourglass kind of shape.
Is there
like a...
is there another door in here,
Put
or it's a solid walls all around?
There is a door ahead of you, just past the pegs.
I know it won't work, but I'm gonna go tap it and try to open it. That's
Nothing.
cool.
Okay. So the way it was when everything kind of worked was everything worked when they were all on the left peg and smallest was on top. And then we moved it so it was inverted, and then we moved it so it was normal. And it didn't drop until we inverted that one.
Until we inverted it.
So put the
Well,
two
the
outsides
middle-
normal and put the middle upside down. Because the middle inverted we did the first time in between putting
And
everything on the
everything
right
was-
side.
He's got a point. I don't really want to vanish if we get it wrong, but
Do you have a better option than
He
No,
does
actually-
make a good
hold on.
point.
let's do it.
actually hold on,
Oh,
hold on,
okay.
hold on.
Okay.
Patience is a virtue. Let's take 2 minutes, and Isaiah's gonna look at the pegs and the discs, looking for any sort of markings that might be writing and any sort of markings on the pegs that show like some sort of order or consistent place where they would normally rest.
Investigation check.
Calder, do you see any magic on these? Any of them glowing for you?
I don't have that up, but I'm gonna assume.
Okay. Should we try and
Everything
break one?
here
Should we
is
try and break one and
magic.
see if it goes back together?
Yes.
Isaiah's paying very careful attention to slow himself down and make sure he notes everything. And I'm gonna. So it's a total of 27.
27. You find a few different things. You begin to look at the small and the middle pool. And what you notice is that inside, at the very base of the peg, there's a small little crack. And it seems like each one of the poles that had moved down, the middle one and the right one, seem to have gotten caught by something. Two small chains, what look like chains of a pocket watch, had been what looked like crudely dug in to the center of these two poles, which are now kind of holding it. You can tell even by looking at the poles that they're still trying to descend. You can see them almost vibrate. Not vibrate, but move, like it's trying to be pulled under. On the last pole, you see a drawing. Looks like someone scratched something into the pool. Four large rings. And a line through them. Four medium rings and a line through them. Four small rings and a line through them.
The simplest answer.
And the drawing is marked left to right as if we're looking at the pegs.
It's actually up and down
Up
because
and
there's
down.
not enough room to. It
Yep.
looks like someone had dug either with a piece of metal or their finger or something, just scratched it out. You can tell that someone had scratched it.
All right. I think we've got an answer.
Get to it.
What do we do?
I'm just worried about. Let's try the answer first, and then I'll fuck with the other thing if we need to. Oh, or just in case I'm the one that disappears next. In these two poles, there's some like fucking chain dug into it that's keeping it from dropping all the way. If the other one drops and these two don't and I disappear, get that out of there. That
I could do something about
probably the answer.
Do you think we want it to drop? Every time it's dropped, someone's gone.
that. Well, I mean,
it's
is there
either-
is there
Sorry.
is there a chain on is there a chain on the one that's all the way up?
No.
You see one? Then well, so if we try this, and then if that one goes all the way down, and then if you disappear, then we
Pull
gotta
the
figure
chains
something
and
out.
let
And
the
then
other
if you
two
don't,
down.
then it's the chains.
All right.
Let's do it.
And I'll help Roderick, and we'll put the 4 big ones on the one. Oh,
Yeah,
It's top to bottom, right?
flipped.
fuck it. We'll put the 4 big ones on the left.
Triangulars, yeah.
Yep.
4 big ones on the left.
Yep. And go down.
Nothing. Put the medium ones on the middle peg. Nothing. The 4 small ones. You hear a click. The door in front of you is opened.
Look around for Ren and Echo.
Both of them lay on the floor, over by the pile of dead bodies on the right, in the fetal position. Both of you, you just came out of a really bad dream.
That was weird.
It's weird.
Ooh. We go over and help them up. All right.
Oh. Yeah. You were in my dream, Dora. Was I in your dream?
Yeah, that was. This is why I don't like sleeping.
There were bodies everywhere. And a ruby.
Big ruby just overhead, just shining down.
And my magic didn't work. I'll try to summon Mage Hand again, and then I'll try to talk in the heads of the people I had the connection to.
You have to remake the connection.
Fuck. All right, the connection's
Both of you
gone.
were technically unconscious, but the mage hand does summon.
Well,
Okay. Oh, the
Makes you
connection's
know.
gone, but
Yeah. It's the only thing we've got.
onward.
are the stairs back?
You turn around?
Yeah.
No.
No stairs.
One way.
One-way ticket to hell.
Hope there's
Or
another
Hellraiser in your case.
Worst comes to worst, some of you will live long enough to mind your way out of here. Assuming it's a physical place.
Hmm.
Just
You
promise
taking the
to eat
lead
me
with your
first. I
poll
don't want
again?
any of that. Yes. Just in case.
Let's get it.
Onward.
Through the door.
Through the doors.
You go through the next set of doors. What seems to lead down another wider set of stairs. The floor itself still made of pure white marble. You descend cautiously, each step. Do you get to the bottom? Inside, this room is much smaller, about half the size of the last one. 4 large, carved, beautifully painted pillars. Painted on the pillars what look like vines and leaves and roses and all sorts of flowers. The ceiling's a lot lower, covered in all sorts of plant life. Some vines hang down. You feel a nice chill wind. And in the center you see 2 jugs made of clay. And a fountain. Not spewing water, but just with a fountain with a basin of water on the top, almost like a bird bath. And you see a nice, beautiful oak door on the opposite side of it.
Jugs? the same size or different?
That is where we're going to take our break.
Ah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Cool,
All
cool.
right.
Oh,
10,
Ooh,
15-minute
with-
break, and then we'll catch you guys back here right after.
Whoa.
Yes.
man. Just a minute.
All right. Be right back, guys.
That's
And we are back,
Woo!
baby.
Hello.
Again.
With
All right, Evan,
with
fuck us up.
Vine pillar puzzle, a classic vine pillar puzzle.
Classic.
Yep.
Everyone
We
I'll
all,
knows.
just
we
really
all know
explain
these
the room.
ones, right?
That you stand in. About 15 feet wide. About another 15 feet in length. It almost resembles like a very elegant garden, in a way. With the bird bath kind of in front, set with a pool of water, and 2 jugs set down. Excuse me, in front of it. The ceiling full of vegetation, vines, flowers, and beautiful pinks and yellows, and it's rather peaceful.
Um,
What it is.
I just want to examine. Huh?
You
I
and
was just
me
gonna say.
take
Yeah,
a look around.
yeah. I want to examine the pillars first, because you said they're painted. I just want to see if there's any like hidden messages.
Mhm.
With Isaiah.
Investigation check.
I will help her with that.
Okay.
So advantage.
I'm gonna go look in the jugs.
All
Me
right.
too.
27.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Gordo.
What about me?
Who's that?
I guess you two.
Me and Gordo checking out some jugs together.
Who? Please no. I got a 19.
19.
11.
And 25, you said, right? 27.
27, yeah.
The pillars themselves seem to be made of granite or some sort of unique stone. Painted white. Green paint. It seems all physical and real. Kind of beautiful, the detail work. It's kind of immaculate. You see different shades of green and kind of blending and layering into each other with the leaves and the vines. Pretty elegant. What did you roll? 18. The water. The jugs. The jugs are full of water. They're like round clay jugs that kind of come to a hole at the top with 2 handles on the sides.
Got
You look
anything in
down inside
yours?
of them. Both contain water.
Point the caller. Got anything in yours?
Water.
Oh, mine's full of wine. It's not. That was. Don't know why I
Does
said
that make you feel better to just lie
Yep,
for no
it did.
reason?
It did for a second, and then it hurt.
Okay. Maybe we gotta just drink it.
I was
Let's-
thinking pour it on the vines, grow.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Got just in
Or
case. Let's
have a
check the
water
door
fight.
first.
I'm gonna check
Yeah.
the door.
And I want to look in the bird bath.
You shake it. The doors are locked.
Locked.
The bird bath
Okay.
contains water. You can see the bottom of a metal basin kind of reflecting at the very bottom. This seems to be full of water.
What if we
Okay.
overflow the bird bath?
We
In
could
order
try
to
the
do
key
the-
first and just see.
Do I
Um,
recognize any of the flora in the room, either painted or in the ceiling? And
Give me
then
an
I
nature
guess
check.
separately, the painted flowers on the pillars. Do they seem like they move in patterns?
Nature
Or-
check.
Okay.
Yeah. Ren, yeah, try that fucking key, because if that will open all these goddamn doors and bypass the traps, what are we doing?
Yeah.
That's
All right, and they're
22.
22. You don't recognize any of the flora. It seems very exotic to you. Very jungle-esque.
okay. And we didn't notice any hints in the paintings on the pillars.
No? Red,
Okay.
you just kind of looked into the jug, you and Color both.
Mhm.
Noticed water inside.
Okay.
Disease.
Isaiah, you
Uh,
did ask me a question before we ended if the jugs were the same size. They are. They're almost identical.
Is the vines and flowers painted on the pillars? Do they seem to grow in any kind of patterns? Is there any sort of like? Is there like more of one flower on a pillar than another?
Give me an
You know,
investigation
any-
check.
Okay.
And is there a keyhole on the door?
Sealed door with 2 iron handles, but it's made of pure oak.
Okay.
Roll to
Just
12.
give it a little tap.
12. You don't recognize any patterns. It seems sporadic to you. Natural.
Why a wood door on this one? All the other ones were metal, right?
Aesthetics.
You mean?
I doubt that's it.
I'm just gonna look up at the ceiling, see if I see anything other than plants or anything to be concerned about.
Kind of
Any
some
bodies?
vibe. So nature-y in here.
Really brings the room together, huh?
Yeah, I thought.
I don't.
Fucking hell, 13.
You don't see anything. Calder, you're dead.
Does does
Evan's
Mizo's
so
key
sick of
work
me.
on the door?
The key does not work on the door. One shot. There's no
This
really
is-
keyhole to insert the key into.
This whole thing is just so
I mean,
outside Calder's wheelhouse. All I have is jokes. So that's my whole thing right now.
Is can I see if the metal basin bottom of the bird bath, if it looks separate at all?
You mean like would detach from the pillar?
Or could move up or down depending on weight or something like that.
Okay. You can test it.
I don't want to test it. I just want to see if I can see if it's.
Okay, then investigation then.
I'm not trying to touch anything until we decide we have to. That's only a 10.
You're not sure. Seems pretty solid.
Are the jugs, like if I lift one and then lift the other, are they the same weight? Roughly, at least?
One on the left seems lighter than the one on the right.
Maybe we gotta even these bitches out. Huh?
Are they both
Worth it.
full?
No. Yes? No.
They both have water in them. I don't know what you mean by full.
Are they both like, at the same
Is the water
level?
at the same level? Yeah.
Are they?
Kind of hard to
See.
tell. Like it's not the easiest to look down into.
They're like clay jugs.
Yes.
But this one is lighter, so maybe we try to even them out. Right? Dump a little from one into the other.
Could
Try
be
that.
something.
Or dump a little of the heavier one into the pool.
Is the bird bath like to the brim?
Yeah.
So it will overflow. We don't know. I mean, that could be good or bad.
Well, let's try evening them first, because we can't unoverflow, but we can
Agreed. We can't overflow. Words to live by.
underflow.
Wonderful.
That's nonsense.
Fuck. Trash. All right, we'll try to even out the jugs.
You pour some from the heavier one into the lighter one. Sloshes around a little bit. You hear the door open.
Well, hot damn. Now, let the record show.
Yeah, you're very smart. Let's go.
I'm
Very
just gonna
smart,
take
smart
a quick.
man.
You're a
let's go.
goddamn genius.
I'm just gonna take a quick head count,
Everyone's there,
including Avery. She's
including
being very
Avery.
quiet. Okay.
She's staying very quiet and away from everything. She seems a little bit overwhelmed. You kind of look at her and she's always just looking around. Her ears always seem to be perked.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make connections again, and this time I'll do Calder, Isaiah, and Avery. I'm just gonna ask her, doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
All right. 7 hours for that.
Awesome.
Calder looks very pleased with himself and smirks and walks through the door.
What's down the hallway?
There is no hallway.
Ah,
In front of you, you see what looks like a very large round portcullis with a pressure
What?
plate in the center of it. It's like a cage that hangs from the ceiling. But it seems to be out in front of you. And past that, it seems to be a chasm. Open in front of you.
Does it?
You can see that there's a lock on the door of the portculus that you would open. Or no, what am I thinking of? Not sort of like a gibbet, like a the best thing I can that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Yeah. Almost like a elevator that you would find in Dark Souls.
So out the door. It's just a hanging like bird cage, basically, right?
Yep.
Oh, you said okay. I was gonna ask if it looked like an elevator.
Pressure
Does it
plate
look
is
like
in
there's-
the gibbet.
It
you
is.
said? Okay.
Yes.
Does it look like wherever what it's hanging from? I'm assuming like chain of some kind. Does it look like it would feed out more?
Or is there
Like,
like
or
a
it-
rail?
Yeah, like does it look like either there's like a pulley situation or if it's
Give me
feeding
a
out
perception
from
check.
something like yeah. 4.
Or you look up, you see the chain, and the light kind of pouring out into this chamber, but it just goes up into the darkness.
The chain
you-
just extends up into darkness.
When you kind of peek your head out, you begin to hear "Ah, ah," like moans and groans and coughs and sighs from all sorts of different voices. You hear ramblings and screaming.
This place is fucking sick.
It's very old and meant to keep people pretty much permanently. Is there a landing before
Yeah.
the cage?
Or does the door just open to the chasm?
It walks. The door opens and the cage is set right in front of it.
Can we look down into that chasm at all without going on the cage?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Also, is the other side of the door, so like this side of the door that would be up against the gibbet, is that the same side? Is it just all one wood door, or is the other side a different texture?
Oh, one wood door.
Okay.
18 on my perception looking down.
Looking down, you can't really see anything into the black abyss other than the wall that the gibbet kind of hangs on is made of pure rough stone. You can hear the dripping of water. The smell of the air is very underground smelling. You do see something across. When your eyes kind of focus up past the gibbet, you see what looks like bars that are built into the wall here. Almost like a cell built into the side of the mountain. Then you kind of follow. About 100 feet down, you see another one. Just above that, you see another one. And another one. And another one.
So it's kind of like 100-foot spaced out cells all along the wall.
They're not really lined up. They just seem to be placed here, placed here, placed here, placed here, placed here, placed here the whole way down.
So do we want to go down?
If our thief is on the bottom floor, then yeah, I'd imagine.
Do we want to send it down first and then maybe jump on top?
And do we see a way to operate?
Give me an investigation check.
I just asking
Oh,
out
you're
loud.
asking?
I was hoping
I was
someone
gonna
else
ask
would
me.
look.
There's a pressure plate, right? You said like right in the
You can see
middle?
it pretty obvious. It sits up off the floor.
I just gesture to it.
And the gibbet's right in front of us?
Right in
Right?
front of you.
Okay.
The door opens, and you're looking into a chasm.
Is it the
Okay.
gibbet open?
The gibbet is not. It
accessible?
has a lock on it.
Well, we can undo that. But
Oh.
I guess is the pressure plate a trap?
You know
Or
what?
a-
The key falls into the chasm. Good luck, buddy.
Little
Fuck
too
your locks.
confident.
The only thing I'm worried about is the other doors have closed behind us. So,
Yeah, I mean, certainly that'll probably happen again, right?
well, I mean, if we set this going, it might happen before we're even in the room.
Right. We could all just hop on the outside of the bitch and press the gibbet, or the gibbet, the pressure plate.
How do you get to the outside without going through?
Pardon?
It's right up against the wall.
Can we? Is there no space? Like, is it like flush with the door?
Oh my
The
god,
gibbet?
guards use this. We can ride it down.
As far as we know, yep.
I don't
Or up.
think-
You don't know where you're going.
Or up.
You're welcome.
Sure.
Thank you. Voice in my head.
Do we want to? Okay, so those are cells. We can hear people like moaning and shit. Do we want to just like call out Selik?
Oh.
See if anybody answers.
Nah.
That's a good idea.
Nah. Let's go down. Let's at least get closer. We were told he's at the bottom, right?
Egg. You can still do the pot thing today, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So somebody needs to get outside the cage, just in case.
Yeah. Sure.
How big is the gibbet? How many people would fit in it?
You all could probably fit in it. It looks like it would house like 12 men, 10 to 12 people. It's pretty. It's actually large. It's.
Okay.
Meg might have to squeeze in a little bit, but. Hanuk.
Hey, lady.
I'm ready.
Open up.
Just step out into it. Well, no. You want to do the stone thing?
If she's got the key.
Yeah, I'll try the actual key. Well, yeah, I'll try the actual. I'll check for traps. I'll try the actual.
You try the key. Okay. All right. All right.
Wait.
You try the traps checking key and give me an investigation check.
The traps checking key.
He's checking for keys.
You put it in a hole and it goes, no traps.
26.
26.
Ooh.
It is not trapped.
Said
Alright.
the key.
I will try to unlock it.
You take off the lock and you open the rusted iron doors. With the squeal, kind of echoes through the chasm.
And does the pressure plate spread across like the whole thing, or is it
No,
just a spot?
It's just in the center. It's about 2 feet wide.
Okay, so file in. Don't touch it until we're all in.
Yep.
All right.
Duke just steps in first, steps on it. This is gone forever.
He comes back
You
and
are-
he's like melted like a skeleton.
So you guys all step into the gibbet, correct?
Yep.
Whenever you
Yes.
guys begin to step in, it begins to swing.
Nice.
And you guys all kind of have to like hold on for a moment.
This is my
It is-
actual nightmare.
It is just connected by one chain that goes above it and then below it.
This
Awful.
is truly my nightmare.
You guys step in and it begins to sway. You close the door, the last one. Now you stand suspended, looking down into blackness and looking up into black. Whenever you close the door of the gibbet, the oak doors close, causing all light, other than what you have on your person, to disappear.
I'll touch the hilt of the sword and cast light.
You can see the cells more clearly now. The one directly across from you, you see a head and 2 hands just kind of hanging out of the bars.
Do we see the hair?
It seems to be long, flowing down. It seems like these bars, too, by the way, are not tight enough to keep the person in. If you want to take the leap, go for it.
For it, yeah.
Oh, that's
Bars
rough.
of the gibbet aren't big enough to like
No,
stop.
no, no,
the
no,
cells.
no.
Okay.
The cells.
I was like,
Cells.
oh god.
Better stand still.
Yeah.
Can I
Yo.
take a just one sec? Can I take a look at the plate and the mechanism and try to figure out how it works so I can
Sure.
play
You
with
can
it
give me
if
an
I need to?
investigation check.
Alright. Better than last time. Much better than last time. 16, 6, 22.
Seems like it operates on a simple pulley system. Once you press the pressure plate, it is going to either descend or ascend. It seems like right now you're in the descension position, so if you would step on it, the chains would take you downward.
And can you control, or do you just step on it, it goes down, step on it, it goes?
You're not going to be able to know that unless you actually step on it. You're assuming whenever you put the pressure on it, it will lock it in place until it gets to an end point, right? And then it unlocks.
Time to go down.
Okay.
Everyone hold on. I'll step on it.
Click.
You step on it. And you begin to descend. What seems like 10 minutes turns into 15, 20. And as you are slowly descending into this chasm, you can see on your right now, the wall that's closest to you also has cells and bars. You're kind of passing by them just quick enough that you can't really catch a glance. You also notice on your left, on the other side of the chasm, since Calder has the light, there is this opposite gibbet that seems to be suspended and not moving up or down as you pass by it. All of your kind of focus is kind of turned towards that before you feel your cage, and you hear as the cage begins to move down, as it seems like one of the prisoners tried to grab the cage and stop you from moving. You descend past it. About a 30-minute descent. The thing stops.
30 minutes?
You descend for 30 minutes.
Christ.
Deep underground. Coming to a stop, you're coming to a jutted out point of the cavern wall, almost like a pyramid of jagged rock. The door of the gibbet is flush with the end of it, where you can see it someone had carved out the stone to make it a smooth entry. In front of you is laid out a red carpet. About 4 or 5 feet in width, inlaid with gold and black in the center. Sort of all these different designs that kind of crisscross and circle and circle. As you follow, your gaze follows the red carpet. You look, and it enters sort of like a cave system. The walls kind of come up in a large curve. You can see water dripping, stalagmites and tights both kind of lining the walls and the ceiling and the floors. You see 2 massive iron doors with red light pouring out from the center crack and through the bottom of the floor. That kind of gives this cave this ominous red glow.
While we were riding the elevator, could I have just counted my winnings from the fight in the bar? Count up the gold. 30 minutes. I mean, you got time to kill.
You get about halfway through. It's like 1,000 gold.
Damn.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Does the red light look like the light from the ruby?
Yeah.
Similar.
So there's nothing. I mean, the carpet just goes through this cave system vibe. There's no cells or anything down here.
You don't see any cells. It's one large door
Oh,
with a red glow coming out from behind it.
This seems a bit on the nose.
Satan himself.
Well, they said he was at the bottom.
Yep.
We'll look for traps. Just like right out the gate.
Just give me a perception check.
this whole fucking place is a trap.
I know it is.
Does I look for
Fucking
traps?
Christ.
Your trap
9.
sense is tingling.
a 9? 9!
Real good.
I don't see anything. You see the landing.
You're gonna have to get a new gig, kid.
Damn.
Um,
I'm just-
before anybody steps out, just in case, Isaiah's gonna take his pike, stick it through the doors to the carpet, and just like flip up the edge, so that there's clean rock underneath that we can step on instead of the carpet.
You do so. Nothing happens. There is clean rock. The carpet's obviously made its mark on the stone here.
Stepping on the upstairs was horrible.
When I say massive red doors, by the way, it's not like they're 100 feet tall or even 20 or even 10. They're probably like the size of like a large steeple door, like a church, right? 8 feet tall. Egg ball would probably just be underneath the precipice of it.
Finally, a door for me.
Now hear
So
me
let's-
out. What if we're not supposed to step off the carpet while we're down here?
Yeah.
I guess we can't really know, but
Either
I'm opening the door and stepping on the
let's just
carpet.
fucking go.
I kick open the door and step on the carpet.
Okay, so you step on the carpet.
You die again.
Nothing happens.
I turn around and go like, the arms up. Turn around and start walking towards the door.
Let's go.
I hear the red carpet curse takes 2 days to take its toll.
Yeah,
I'll just start walking.
just shake my head and follow.
Maybe the curse on those bracers will counteract with it. Just cancel out.
Should I be worried about that?
Yep.
Damn it.
Follow.
Frederick.
before he steps off, Isaiah's gonna see if he can jam something in the mechanism of the gibbet so it stays where it is. While
Okay.
they're doing
What would you like to jam inside of it?
Ooh. What good stuff do I have?
So many things.
I mean, I've got all of the. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Hello, Gibbet. How are you? What
It's
can I
hard
put
because
inside of you
all of
today?
the stones I have is all the stuff. Oh, no, that's probably too big. Fuck it. I've got 6
we
feet
trying
of
to do?
chain apparently, so I'm gonna maybe take a link or two off and try and see if there's a gear or something I can jam it in to stop it from turning.
Just give me an athletics check to see if you're able to.
All right. Seriously?
Sounds about right.
Every single time I needed it, and this is the crap it shows up for.
Oh.
It's a natural 20 for a 26.
Oh, you sounded upset.
Yeah.
How many rolls would that have been actually useful for?
For a 26,
Yeah.
you jam it in, and the plate doesn't seem to be popping back up.
Just keeping it right behind us. Let's go.
Okay, so you're going to take the long walk to the red door.
We
Correct.
walk.
You walk.
Ye-
Okay. Un momento. Un momento.
I feel like he's about to set up a boss fight and then call the game.
You would.
Oh, you mean through the red
A boss?
doors with
Wait,
the
a boss
glowing
fight
red?
here? This place sucks.
Put that to
man.
pri- Yes, it does. That's why you do it.
It's a prison. It's supposed to
Yeah,
suck.
this is unlike any prison I've ever fucking seen. This is a nightmare. A palace of nightmares.
This isn't even as bad as the Golden Halls.
It's worse.
Maybe that was the
Debatable.
prison too.
For us.
Yeah.
I mean,
My favorite line of last session, by the way, was Isaiah going, "Maybe this is a prison for us." That was so funny.
yeah,
After you guys were already locked inside, like, fuck. That was so funny. Anyway, you guys make the walk, and it is a good, like, 50 feet until you would reach the door. You eventually come across the entrance of the cave. and you can hear your foot pads hitting the long carpet as you walk past. No light source, no statues or anything resembling anything man-made down here, but the set of doors in front of you. You get to them, they're made of pure, what seemed like blackened steel. You don't hear anything immediately, just from passive perception outside of the door. The light streaming out from the bottom of the door, causing a red glow at your feet. Kind of this red glow all over your skin and your visage and your armor.
Once I get up to the door, detect thoughts.
Check thoughts. What's the distance?
30 feet.
You don't sense anything.
Okay.
Is there a keyhole on this door?
Nope. 2 large rings, similar to the other doors.
I mean, this has got to be what we're looking for, right?
I think so.
Is there anything written or drawn on the door?
Drawn into the door?
Drawn or written? Or
Just
pictures?
pure steel.
This seems like the end of the line to me.
Yep. Have we checked for traps? I'm sorry, did I miss that?
Yeah, I'll check. I'll check
Okay.
for traps. I'll
Investigation
check
check.
the door for traps.
Yep.
Yeah.
For every nat
Yeah.
20 I rolled last session, I have rolled a natural fucking 1 this session.
Let's go.
God damn
You
it.
have to balance
So-
the scales at some point.
I don't
looks-
want to balance the scales.
Looks clean, Ren. Is that right? Looks clean.
Yeah, it looks great.
All right, sword out.
Before we go in, echo Ren to the back.
Avery, I need you to go to the back. Trust me on this. Whatever's in there, it's gonna be dangerous.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna cast Intellect Fortress on myself just in case.
You hear in your head, Redrick, I'm going to stay out here. I don't want to get in the way.
I'll stay back in my head. Good, but be careful. Hear anything, come running to us.
You hear in your head, Ren, before you die, this is a pretty cool power. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. You and me both can do it. Neat. Hopefully I'm not gonna die.
Well, that's what I want to tell you. I'm not just good at stealing things like this. She pulls out the ring from her pocket, but I can do it because of you. So thanks.
What do you mean? You can do it because of me.
If you survive, I'll tell you.
Like mirror people's power? No, what if I don't survive?
Well, at least it gives you something to look forward to.
Oh, you're such a brat. All right.
All right.
All set.
One last thing. God, I don't know if this is a waste or not. We'll take you home later on today. So you just stay with us. And he'll awkwardly pat your shoulder and you'll feel a little pulse from the ring he gave you as he casts warding bond on Ren.
Sweet.
All right.
As long as you're within 60 feet of me, you have a +1 bonus to AC and all saving throws, and resistance to all damage.
Nice.
Fancy.
Wow.
God damn.
The person that never takes damage.
Yeah.
He's been gunning for me lately.
Ren took a huge hit from those freaking
Yeah.
ogre things.
Yeah.
Plus, she's the only one that needs it.
Thank you.
Okay. No time like the present. I'm gonna open it up.
It opens with a large thud. kind of resounds or kind of resides into the cavern with an echo. Dust and dirt kind of kicked up. This red light just strewn into your faces. The first thing that grabs all of your attention as you begin to just look inside of this room is this massive red gem. It kind of comes to the point that's roughly cut, that comes to a point and sits right underneath a man who's hanging, suspended by chains, on both his feet and his hands in the air, sort of like Mission Impossible style, horizontal, just above this thing. The tip of this stone touching his chest. You see long red hair flowing down, a longer red beard. He wears nothing but cloth pants. You open the door and you hear a voice coming from the gentleman hanging. Lena, you finally came, did you? You kind of look at him. Wait, who the hell are you? And beside him, you see standing up slowly from their seated position, two mighty warriors. People the size of egg ball, but broader, wider. Two mighty, this is the best way I can explain it, individuals.
I charge.
Let me finish my description.
Sure.
As they lazily get up, one of them points their sword, which is a massive greatsword made of this beautiful silver, with a red ruby in the center of the a sun in the chest. They're clad in gold and bronze. It looks like a little bit of steel as well, kind of mixed in between. On their leg armor and where the boots kind of connect to the leg, you see two massive suns. The chest plate is covered by a large red cape that flows down to the ankles. The helm sits tightly across their face and over the nose. And this large spike, singular spike that comes up to the tip, made of that same gold, silver, and bronze. One of them, ting, as he stands up. You will go no further. This low, gravelly voice says to all of you as Calder charges in. And that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Knew it. I called it.
Yeah.
See, this
Tell
is
me what
why-
to do, motherfucker. You will go no further.
This is why we need to
Chet.
start at 7:30. We could have played this out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man.
Yeah.
You guys would have probably taken the extra hour to fucking solve a puzzle. Calder, great job on solving that last puzzle. Because
Thank you, man.
literally, you're a
Come
genius.
on.
Like
Don't-
that was like as
don't
simple.
get
I wanted to
him
make that
started.
one. I wanted to make that one as simple as possible. The
It was
last
like
one.
right
and you
after
were
I
like-
was like, Calder can't do
Yeah,
this shit.
it was perfect.
It was like
It
the
was
simplest
perfect timing.
suggestion.
You were like, why don't we just try to balance it out? Like you asked the perfect question. Like, do they feel the same? Do they have the same order? And then that was it. So funny.
All right.
I was waiting for one of you guys to drink out of the pool or the water, and then
I considered it.
yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. As I just alluded to, big info to not miss. We're moving to 7:30 p.m. EST starting next week. And starting with this Nights Off on Sunday, also starting at 7:30 p.m. EST, and all of those Nights Off to follow will be the same.
Yeah,
so
buddy.
all of our content, you want to join us on Twitch? 7:30 p.m. EST. Don't forget it.
From now on.
Yeah, from now on. So other than that, thank you guys for watching.
Yep.
Hope y'all have a great week. And until next time, keep it bopping, y'all.
No, don't.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Keep
stop.